So, Scandinavia it is, and Mr. TJB937 sent me this recorded game, as Capture H has frozen a tiny bit for me. Not sure what's going on here. Oh, just a little bit of a hang-up. Shouldn't be a big issue. So, Roter Stern Wololo versus Psychos. Division 4, lowest division at least this season for the League of Empires. So let's start with the submittance team here, TJB937. Roter Stern Wololo. We have Freiherr Werner von Rumpel in the pocket as the Indians. For Scandinavia here, Indians have a great boom. They have cheaper villagers throughout the Dark 5, 10, 15 and 20% cheaper, I think, from the Dark Age. I have to say I sent it by explicit request of the Rumpelband. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. So great boom for Indians. You sometimes want to go for an extended feudal age if you go scouts and build up your economy for that good boom to follow up, and then finally aim for an earlier imperial age, because that's where the Indian camels really start to shine. And let's see, and to the right hand side here on the flank, Gedonedo with the Mongols. Very, very obvious pick for Scandinavia, because look here, we have two patches of deer and 3 boars. Lots of hunt for the Mongols to make use of their 40% faster collection bonus. Could give Mongols some amazing uptimes for feudal age or castle age for the scouts, or just a fast castle. On Scandinavia, a fairly easy wall off between the woodlines if you scout properly. So you don't necessarily need to open scouts. There's a good chance that the scouts won't get into enemy side. So, what's she doing? So you might as well just wall off and go for a fast castle with that bonus instead. Finally, in the TJB here with the Italians on the flank, we'll likely want to go for the archers as Italians, but keep in mind that Italians are good on hybrid maps as well because of their fishing ships being 15% cheaper, so it's easy to get the fish boom going for Italians. That's not an insane amount of fish here, but oh, ouch! Not an insane amount of fish, but still worthwhile for the players. Look at Dr. Dude here, flexing with the quick walls to keep this woman safe from the wildlife here. She didn't have a very nice run towards the docking assignment. Bear and 2 wolves. Scandinavia is just brutal. We have wolves here, you know. There is a total of 11 wolves in all of Norway, I think. So, or 20 or 30 or something. But they exist, and somehow in the same place. That's some precious HP lost on the scout, but what won't you do to get that dock up and to get going? This is significantly delaying the trainers here. Gaius is in the chat. Hello, hello. People arrive. Is that an emote? I only see text. Alright, so some quick ball action here. Good save of Dr. Dude, though. We'll give that to Dr. Dude for sure. Playing as the Lithuanians here. You start with extra food with Lithuanians to have a smooth scouts opening as well, or just focus on wood earlier so you could... No! No! Rip docking villager. Oh... Oh, but was it a scout? Let's see, was it a scout or the wildlife that killed? No, it was actually the Gaia. Gaia OP. Yeah, right. Lithuanians, extra food to start with. Let's see, Octopus in the pocket here with the Vikings. peculiar pocket choice, I would say, with the Vikings, because they don't have the same kind of mobility, but still a good sim for hybrid maps, or any map, because hybrid Vikings have instant wheelbarrow in the cast stage and instant handcart in the Imperial Age. Amazing economy. Longboats to contest the lakes if you want to as well, or shorelines. Yeah, Berserks, good luck with that. They're expensive and takes forever to get to. And they'll still die to Arbalists. But yeah, Berserks is Vikings' best raiding option for sure. I like these guys. They're not really... They're not extending that far with the early walling. It's... Wow, are they team walling already? Wow. That's some good efforts here, but there's also... Yeah, okay, the scouting is on point here. TJB knows what he's doing here, knows where to collect here. Final pick for Psychos is the Khmer. Maybe some masterpiece planning here with the Khmer to break through woodlines with ballista elephants. I'm not sure if I agree with Venture Baba on that Psychos is picking weird sips. Khmer have amazing siege and the heavy scorpions with the unique technology is usable in maps with so many choke points like that. You don't have to be extra nice. I'm just commending the team wall efforts that I would never think about myself. I never make team walls, so I think that's a good initiative. Permanent arms, mind games indeed. Might as well though. Let's see for the scouting here for Marius. Oh, there's an opening. Nice spot. Nice. Team walls always have holes. Yeah, there's for now a hole here, but okay, Dr. Dude is going for the scouts. Could be a concern over here then, but I think it should be possible for Blue to cover this. Let's see the men at arms. Khmer men at arms. Oh! Oh, the timing! Well, enter the Khmer men at arms. That's some sneaky scouts maneuver there with the already weakened scout to hit the entry just at the perfect moment. This might set Geddon back a bit. But it's also only 2 men at arms, right? So maybe not an optimal opening here. Takes a little bit of eats a little bit of TC fire here, and yeah, we'll just get the last poke there to finish this one off. Let's see for the scouts for the Ukrainians. Now, one thing about scouts, I wouldn't wait until 3 scouts before engaging if I'm Dr. Dude here. You need them from back control, you need to enter before the walls are up, and in this case, it might have been too late anyway, to be honest. But let's assume you could get the first scout out here before TJB has the house walls up here. Then there's much more potential for the scouts to deal damage. As it stands now, it looks like TJB and Freiherr are completely walled here. And you could say that about Geddon as well. So they're playing it safe here and should be safe from the early scouts version, early aggression, so that Roterstern might very well be able to go to an early cast stage and exploit the advantages that gives you. But oh, will the scouts get in time? I think they might. Oh, so close. But Dr. Dude is really, he has a personal agenda against Blue here. He won't just want to go straight for Blue. Here we go. Takes a poke at the walling villager. Don't want them to let the team walls completely up here. There's always a hole. What's up over here? Octopus on the forward as well. With the archers from pocket from the Vikings. Not something you see every day, but why not? Scout on the inside, archers on the outside. Could at least use the scout to deny some quick walls behind, I guess. And we see some fish eco at work here. Not for teal, surprisingly enough, but that's probably because of the position as well. Didn't seem worthwhile to go all the way down there to dock. Scouts doing some work here, but aren't getting any significant kills. 3 kills, but also lost 2 villagers, Dr. Dude. That was the docking villager, among other things. 6k channel points, eh? I'm out of here. Looks like it thought there was a hole here or something. I'll just scout my way around here. Thank you very much. What's up over here? No, that's just a Viking scout. As Octopus is breaking through the walls here. Get on the door reacting with the skirm defense here. It's fine from behind the walls, I guess. You usually don't see a lot of skirmishers in team games because when you have a pocket player providing cavalry, the scouts or whatever would be able to get up close to the skirmishers and deal with them. But now Freiherr Werner von Rumpel comes in with the Indians camels as well. As we see Rotterdam Wololo with all 3 players in the cast stage, while the whole opposing team are still researching the next stage. So that should provide for a significant lead. What I'd like to see for the Rotterdam here is to extend on the economy and army lead, army strength they have, and see some initiatives here in multiple TCs for the Indians, going for a bit of a boom and should be establishing a villager lead over the other side. Psychos seem to have had less idle time overall though, so they have a fairly decent production and good economy behind the aggression they have been doing. Ghetto the Dots killed 12 villagers though. What did I miss here? Queer archers, Vikings archers, everyone goes archers here. Except Lithuanians, of course. They're going cavalry. Archers and siege from the Italians here. 47 villagers total for TJB here, and consistent crossbow production behind this. So you see a bit of a coordination here, 2 versus 1. But Dr. Dude seems to be holding okay for now with the house walls and everything, keeping the crossbows from comfortably engaging. Teal losing vills. Yeah, but that was a while ago. I don't know what's happened. Some crossbows on the move here. The flashing is housed, actually. Flashing means they're housed. So that's also never ideal. Let's see for the army numbers here though. You have 6 knights only for the Lithuanians player and 12 camels for Green, who is now also getting husbandry to keep up with the speed or outrun the Lithuanians, depending. As Octopus enters with crossbows from the pocket here. No ballistics for the Vikings, but still a sizable group and a little bit of stopping to hit and run here. We'll probably deal with this small trickle of crossbows for TJB, but TJB is still in Orange's base as well. Who, by the looks of it, could benefit from another town center here, looking at the builder production. It's not easy to deny Dr. Dude of gold, though, by the way he's walling and keeping the aggression out here. Oh, so much going on. Camels here, camels there. Good pocket attention here from going to both sides. See TJB scrambling a defensive castle here, but if it goes up, that should prevent this crossbow mass from advancing. Might even cause quite a few losses for Octopus here. The score's fairly similar. It's like 200 points in between. Oh, but so many builders going down for TJB here. Oh, that is a lot of builders lost for the blue player here. 57 builders. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, amazing value from Octopus here, who has killed no less than 49 builders. A couple of Indian camels here, and it's not going to be enough, but it works as a diversion for TJB to get this castle up. That unlocks the opportunity for the Italians to make the Genoese crossbowmen as well, which will come in very handy against the cavalry approach of the Lithuanians here. Oh, okay. Oh, good to see. I was worried for a minute there. That was still a lot of builders, but not 50 as I was saying. Octopus has been killing 34 builders. That's insane at this point. Getting amazing value from the crossbows here, but I was on the wrong screen there, so wasn't as bad as I gave the impression of it being. Crossbows cleaning up here now. Crossbows cleaning crossbows. Forward siege workshop with a mangonel inside there could push some of the economy here when you have some army to support this and siege forward. Lithuanians with huge idle time, yeah. True. Compensating for that now with lots of builders in the queue though. But it shows, of course, in the builder numbers here that Psychos have been killing more builders overall here. Oh yeah, sorry. So what's up on the other side here? Gedo with the Mongols Knights here, why not? Upgrades wise, they have +1/+1 and bloodlines. So they should be going too close to town centers here. They will be weaker to arrow fire than if they had +2. But if they can break in here and get some raids down, that should be huge. This could be a point of entry for Teal here with the Palisade Gate here. Castle in the middle now for green player. I like that one. Covers the gold here and lots of woodlines. So I think that's a good positioning for a castle, on the hill, of course. So you could seek shelter near the castle if you're being chased by cavalry or archers units. Mario's doing some work here against the Indians, but it's skirmishers and camels here. That's not a good match for the crossbows. To have cavalry in front of the skirmishers chasing and diminishing the number of units here. Lithuanians any good? Absolutely. I do prefer them on open maps though, more open maps than Scandinavia, but they have fully upgraded paladins with potential for +4 extra attack from relics, so they're absolutely a very solid cavalry civilization. Let's just look a little bit at the scouting of the players. You see that? Does this mean that... Wow, Orange doesn't even have a market, unless it's been... Yeah, Orange doesn't even have a market yet. So they're not sharing vision. 2 relics for the Lithuanians. There's the Imperial Age for the Indians, 103 villagers, most of all here. That should unlock Imperial Camel, which should be an issue for the Lithuanians, provided that the Indians can keep up with the production of the Indians here. For the Lithuanians, though, you could go into Halberdier instead. The Lithuanians, Halberdiers, or Trash, they move faster, so that would be a good response to the Camel's play of the Indians. You can't really keep going cavalry with Lithuanians unless you beat Indians in Imperial Age and get Cavalier with that relics attack before them. Oh, and then they neglected to realize that the other side has gone Imperial Age as well. Khmer going Imperial Age and committing to the Arbalest here on tank. That is fascinating because Khmer, they don't get Thumbring, so they're not going to be optimal against the Indians. Octopus not making vills. If you say so. Her crossbows, Arbalest, are coming in for the Vikings as well. That's a dangerous amount of Arbalest, but obviously they can't fight underneath Castle Fire no matter what here. It's a collected almost 80, 90, 100 Arbalest here, so that's a dangerous mass. I guess Octopus is happy with a 68 villager. Vikings economy. So what's of a concern here for Wololo is not so much the eco situation, that's not too far off, but Psychos are with a huge villager lead here now. You need what Wololo need now, they need the Mongols player not to commit to cavalry here. Indians could cover that role. Mongols would need to try and transition their economy into Onager Siege, Onager, something to deal with mass usage units of Arbalest here. Maybe Hussar Siege Onager or something like that, or use the Indians in between Onagers. Mongols even have that unique technology, the drill that has their siege workshop units move faster. Trebs are the thing that's missing, exactly, yeah. Psychos need siege as well. Khmer have siege ram as well, if in a pinch, if needed. Yeah, Marius's food econ was really supporting that. They seem to think they're Saracens here, taking out archery ranges with mass Arbalest here, while Yellow is just chilling out and waiting for the big blow here, I guess. There hasn't been any fighting on water, but that's not too uncommon on Scandinavia when the map gens are like this either, because it's kind of like one separate pond each. It would be difficult to sneak a villager over to drop a dock. Skirmisher, just a couple of battle elephants here from the curve, but there are more to come, I think, if the eco warrants it. Quite a bit of farms here. Yeah, that's a lot of cavalier from orange, that's true. But I don't see any movement anywhere yet, anyway. Just massing up and waiting for the big engagement here. Nice. And no less than 2 castles in the middle here. That should open up the opportunity for trebuchets as well. I don't think there's any chance these castles don't go up with all the armies protecting this. But we'll see. In the meantime, Indians have heavy camel and imperial camel on the way, but still, if you look at the number of arbalists here, that is going to be an issue for the camels, because imperial camel or not, they don't have amazing pierce armor. Still 2 relics, yeah. Orange scouting. Yeah, relics not really favoring orange here. There's one here, there's one here, there's one here. They're far away. So the castle drop, are we going to see some trebs here? Not from yellow, from bad looks of it. "77 archers and counting for the Vikings here. Who needs villagers when you can make arbalest masses?" We have some blue arbalists here as well, not able to contest the Vikings numbers here, but still a chunky mass of arbalest, 48, and they have a little bit of hill here. Here come the camels in between, but the camels need to go in front. This is such a... Yeah, it's a bad fight from blue. Why? Where are we going? Okay, he's going over here to deal with raids. Ah! That is a little amount of Lithuanian paladins raiding away here. Ay, 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 ay. I actually wouldn't say so, TJB official, because the main purpose of the cavalry, aside from raiding in team games, is to provide a meat shield in between the enemy archers and your own. And since the camels counter cavalry play as well, I don't think it's that bad. Looks GG, says Venture Baba. Might be onto something here. We have quite a few Genoese crossbowmen in the queue here, though. So they could deal with some of the paladins, but obviously not nearly enough. Dr. Dude happy with the damage done here now. Moving on to the Indians pocket, whose farm eco is fairly exposed here. There are town centers to hop into, but there's no halberdiers whatsoever from Rotterdam Wololo. Some raiding here from Genoledo on the yellow side, but look at the numbers here, 201 military to 72, that's going to be rough to deal with, and also Rotterdam, obviously, after the raids, are behind in the economy. There's the Imperial Age for the Mongols as well. What's the plan here? We have knights and these elite skirmishers for Mongols mainly. So, one problem here for Rotterdam, actually, in this matchup, I didn't think about it earlier on, but Italians don't get halberdier and Mongols don't get halberdier, so you're gonna struggle hard against mass paladins unless Italians can provide Genoese crossbowmen, which would be a good counter, of course. Maybe an even better counter. Alright, Psycho's army tab here looking very dominant. Oh, that's a ballsy castle. Is this gonna go up? GG. Oh. It will be fun to see the castle go up. GG, Glückwunsch, good luck. And that ends it for Rotterstein Wololo. Okay, Green wants the castle up before GG. Or before resigning. Nah. Okay, nice little back and forth here. I think there are some things that could have worked better. If you have Mongols with their amazing siege, that's something you want to make use of in the Imperial Age. Knights in the Castle Age, perfectly fine for Mongols. It's good when both the Khmer and Vikings went for the slow push with the archers there the whole game. So the raiding potential is huge because they don't have an easy way to deal with that. Italians probably needed to get to Genoese crossbows earlier because, if possible, because only Indians have access to halberdiers of these sims, and Indians obviously want to make camels because they are the best mobility option among the sims here in the Imperial Age. But unlike Arabia, it's tougher to get raids in on Scandinavia, so I think it's still a good efforts throughout the games here. Psychos obviously proving stronger in the end and more consistent at making villagers by the looks of it. But GG. Thanks for casting, my pleasure. I like to show the variety of the divisions.